Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ari, and for those who are new here to our growing community, I'm a certified group fitness and yoga instructor, bringing you the home workouts I love right here to YouTube, so you too can fall in love with them and have something to look forward to every single week. And today, we are getting into our yoga flows. So all you need is a mat. I have nothing else. If you would like to have a pair of yoga blocks, one or both with you, to bring the floor up to you for a little bit more support, I do recommend. But for today, that's all you need. You just need your body. We're working right now to help detox and twist, and not just to help our body circulate, but also our energy. So we're going to move that around, play with the space, push the bounds of our mat's four corners, and see what we're capable of. This will be a little bit spicier, but I would say it's an advanced beginner sort of flow. It's approachable, and I offer modifications as we go along. So with that, let's get into it. We're not here for a long time. I hate that I'm going to say this, but we're here for a good time. I couldn't resist. So with that, let's just take it to the mat, and we'll begin with a nice warm-up. And we'll start to tune into our breath, ground into our bodies as we begin to flow. Okay? All right, when you're ready, let's head to the mat in whatever way you want to get there. We will meet in a tabletop position. Let's work by bringing our knees just under our hips and begin to just sway side to side. So this is your time, your space, your warm-up, right? So as we begin to move into some cat and cows, let's just be and allow ourselves to just express in whatever way we want, right? So we're taking these twists, we're taking the spirals, we're moving belly to mat on an inhale, and then exhale, arching our spine to the ceiling. And we repeat. Maybe we're creating these big circles, or you're just moving up and down. Take 2 more nice breaths here. And then on your next one, as you then exhale, we'll come into a neutral spine and find our way. Untuck those toes and look out just in front of us so our neck is nice and long. From here, we'll begin to start to twist, okay? Bringing our left hand to the back of our head, we reach up with our elbow as high as feels right. And then we exhale, bring our elbow closer to our right arm. So we twist here. Inhale, we reach our elbow to the ceiling. And exhale back. So there's not a lot of range of motion that we might have if we had our arm extended. That's purposeful, right? So as our next inhale and exhale, elbow to the arm, let's now open our arm all the way and feel that difference. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread through the arm. And then inhale, back up. Exhale through, thread that needle. Inhale up. And then exhale through, and we'll plant now our head on the mat, our ear comes down. Maybe we walk our right arm over in front of our head, and we just hold here for a few rounds of breath. Inhale and exhale, really pushing into our shoulder, into that mat connection, so we can twist even more to look up towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale. And on our exhale, we plant the right hand back underneath our shoulder and we lift up, reaching our left arm up towards the ceiling. And then we pivot towards the left side of our mat, high again. So now we're facing the left just as needed. And then we'll lift up past ourselves into a kneeling T. And we'll reach up, lift up, and reach over towards the back of our mat. So we're in this nice gate pose. So inhale, we grow longer, look up towards the ceiling. And exhale, we hold here. On our next inhale, we lift up past our T. We plant the right hand on the mat, and this time our back foot floats up, hovering in space. Reach up, look up. Exhale, we twist down. This time our left arm comes back underneath our right arm and we lift back up. Can you give me 3 more here? So we nice twist, exhale down. Words. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. You'll feel your abs really start to engage as you twist, as you turn down towards your mat. Good job. Inhale up. Last time here, last twist. Inhale, reach everything up, bring that left leg back up high, and then dramatically we swivel up, face the top of our mat, plant the left foot at the top of our space. Adjust as needed. We meet in this low lunge twist, back knee on the mat, reach up. Can you lift your back knee up off the mat and just hold here a few rounds of breath? Good job. Planting the back knee, we'll do a lizard prep. So adjust and then lift up our back foot, reaching for the back toe. We just tap and then we release and we push back, coming into our first downward dog of class. Breathing in, pedaling out the ankles here. Then we hold steady. Pushing through our palms, pushing through our ankles towards the mat, we ground. And then we look up towards the top of our mat, coming into plank. We'll go through our first chaturanga of class, bringing ourselves all the way or halfway down to the mat. And then lifting up, chest off the mat, upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog again. And we meet again in tabletop. Good job. One side done, second side to go. All right, bringing our hands back underneath our shoulders. Let's take 2 rounds of a cat and cow. Inhale, look up. Exhale, we round. Inhale, belly to mat. And then exhale, we round spine to ceiling. Good job. Find neutral here. Neck is nice and long. Let's begin to twist, okay? Our right hand now comes behind our head and we lift up. Inhale, reach up. And then we exhale, twist, elbow to left arm. And then inhale, elbow up. Exhale, twist. Really feeling how much more we have to concentrate to bring that elbow higher. Still wanting to hold the integrity of our body more center. So we're not leaning dramatically up out of our space. We're acknowledging our range of motion. And then exhale, we come back down. All right, now let's give ourselves some more range. Inhale all the way, right arm fully extends. And then exhale, thread the needle under. Inhale, reach up full. And exhale, thread under. Inhale, we reach. And exhale, this is it. Placing our right ear on the mat. Maybe our left hand can stay. Or we walk our fingertips all the way to the top of the mat. And we hold here for a few rounds of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Pushing into the connection with the mat. Looking up so you can see more of that ceiling. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. All right, this feels so good, but let's move out. Bringing our left hand underneath our shoulder. We undo this twist. We reach up towards the top of the space here. And then together we'll shift towards the right side of our mat. I will turn to face you. So we're facing the right side, right? Right arm is toward the ceiling. We lift up past our T and we continue backwards into our gate pose. Inhale and exhale. One more round of breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, we lift up through our T, and exhale, we plant our left hand on the mat. Right leg now comes off the mat, hovering in space. Yep. Inhale. Exhale, we twist, threading the needle here. Inhale, unwind, reach up. Exhale, we twist towards the mat. Turn those abs on. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, we twist. Last inhale, reach up, look up. And then exhale, bringing our leg all the way to the top of the mat. We find ourselves in our low lunge twist. Adjust as needed so you feel stable in your space. Untuck the back toes, back knee on the mat, reaching up here. Inhale and exhale, hold. Can you lift your back knee up off the mat just for a moment here? Find that space, lift up through your glutes. And then exhale, plant the knee again. And this time we'll look back at lizard prep, bringing our back toe, tapping our fingertips. Back we go. And then I'll set up back at the top of my own mat and let's meet again in a downward facing dog. Well done. Look out to the top of our mat to our fingertips. Inhale. And then exhale your chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Oh, this feels so good. And downward facing dog. Hold here for a few rounds of breath. Feeling how you felt now compared to when you started. Maybe the transformation's already beginning. All right, let's begin the flow. Let's lift our right leg towards the sky and bend into our knee, opening up our hip here. And as you continue to open up, bringing your knee more towards the ceiling, we're going to flip our dog and meet in a wild thing. So twisting carefully down, right foot plants, and we lift up, chest completely towards the ceiling, wild thing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We unwind, carefully bringing our right hand now back on the mat, single leg downward facing dog. And then bringing our foot up to the top of our space in between our hands, we meet in a high lunge. Hi, that was fun. Inhale, everything straighten. And exhale, we take a twist towards the right side. We'll hold here for 2 rounds of breath. Hold here, nice and strong. Can you twist more? Inhale, we tip back, reverse twist here. Inhale. And exhale, we spiral completely open and into our warrior 2. So here's where we're gonna get funky, okay? We are gonna play with top of the mat to back of mat, top of mat again. If you want to be sure that you see me at all times, I would place the video somewhere in the middle of your space. Okay. Warrior 2, we're still here, high. Straighten as an arrow, we look out over our fingertips. Now inhale everything nice and straight, and then dramatically we swoop our arms into a big circle and meet in eagle arms, okay? So we're wrapping one arm over the other, your choice. My right is underneath my left. I bend back into warrior 2, looking out in front. So I'm looking that way. Okay. Now lifting this bind a little bit more in front so it's shoulder height. Continue to look out towards the top of your space. From here, we lean back, shift back into Skandasana to the back of the mat. Hold. And then come back into warrior 2. That 2 more times. So coming into Skandasana, lifting the bind so it's in line with our shoulders. And then up again, warrior 2. Good job. Last one. Down we go. And up we go. Hold here again, warrior 2. Yep. And then dramatically we unwind and we face the back of the mat in a power hinge. So we're hinging forward over our left foot now. Arms come into airplane arms. And then down they come, framing the left foot. Let's meet in a low lunge twist. Back knee is up off the mat. Left arm towards the ceiling. And coming onto the blade edges of each foot, we now point towards our back foot. Nice work, you guys. Lifting up and over our space. Inhale and exhale back into this horizons lunge. We're painting the sky here. So let's do 2 more just like that. Inhale, reach up over his head. And then exhale back. Inhale up. Nice work. Exhale, horizon lunge. Beautiful job, you guys. I know how pretty that looks. Inhale, face the back of the mat now. Okay, here we go. So coming onto our fingertips, we will meet in half moon. So from here, we propel ourselves forward, nice and graceful. Let's start in a supported single leg stand. And then together, we lift up, left hand on the mat, fingertips are blocked, and twist open to the right side. Hi, everyone. Holding here. Looking out in front of your space. If you got it, you can look up more towards your hand. And if you want to test a bind, coming into bow and arrow, you can reach for your back foot, sugar cane pose. Let's go, holding here. Finding your balance, turn that core on. And then allowing ourselves to push just gently into our hips, feeling this nice release. And then unwinding gently. Inhale our hand up. And then we'll twist, bringing this into a twisted half moon. So coming down, right hand now plants, left arm comes up. Yes, you can. Bending into that standing leg as much as needed. Inhale. We're not here for long. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Keep the twist. Now gently, slowly, we plant the back foot on the mat. And we lift our body up nice and strong. All the way back, reverse this twist. Inhale. And then exhale dramatically. We meet in a star pose, right? High again. Diagonally, our feet face, hands up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, hands plant at the top of our mat. We met again. Shift back, single leg down dog. Plant the foot, your chaturanga. Well, I am out of breath, but it feels so good. I hope you guys are feeling great and so capable. Inhale and exhale. Take a minute. Maybe you come into child's pose just for a moment, reset, reground. And then meet me when you're ready. Lifting your left foot into the sky. Yes, you can. We bend into this knee. And as our knee comes closer to the ceiling, we begin to tip into wild thing on the other side, bringing our left foot down. Our chest comes up to the ceiling. Say hello. Reach up overhead. Inhale. And exhale. One more round here. Inhale. And exhale. Left hand now plants on the mat, and we meet again, single leg down dog, kicking up nice and strong. And then in between our hands, our foot plants. And we lift up, high lunge. Nice work, you guys. Inhale, legs straighten. And then exhale, we twist over to the left side, high. And we hold here. Let's go 3 rounds of breath, okay? We're just holding. There's no movement here. Breathing, challenging this twist. Can you twist more, bringing that back arm back more towards in line with the back leg? And then together we dramatically spiral open and meet in warrior 2. Man, these twists are challenging my ability to speak, and I love every second of it. All right, back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Your fingertips are in line with your nose at this point, and you're looking overneath. What? Over your fingertips. We're just having fun, all right? And together we straighten. And I'll face you for a second. Again, we wrap our arms like so. This time my left will be underneath my right, wrapping our arms. All right. We come back to our regularly scheduled programming, looking out over our front knee. Inhale and exhale. This bind is up in line with your shoulders as we bow back into Skandasana, sink down. And then powerfully we push up forward, warrior two position. Back we go, keeping this bind up for our shoulders. A nice shoulder release here. Last one. Inhale, up we go, facing the top of our mat. And then we release down into Skandasana last time when we pivot towards the back of our mat and meet in a low lunge twist back of the mat. Right arm towards the ceiling, lifting up. And then coming onto the blade edges of each foot, we paint the sky. Horizons lunge, reaching for the back foot. Reaching up overhead, inhale. And exhale, back towards the back of foot. Inhale, up overhead. And exhale back. Last time here. Inhale up. And exhale back. Great job, you guys. Let's go up overhead. And I know I missed our power hinge, so let's come up into that now. So we're grounding up, right? Hinging up over into a power stance. Airplane those arms back. Inhale. And exhale, our hands find the mat, and we'll lift up together into a half moon on the other side. So facing the left, our left hand comes up towards the ceiling. Find your balance. Standing leg can have a nice bend here. Inhale and exhale. And if you did so on the other side, maybe you reach back and find this nice bind. Holding your foot, pushing through your hips. Even if you're not in the bind, you're still pushing through and opening through your hips so you feel a nice expansion here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, we release our foot slowly. And together we twist, twist, twist towards the right side into now. Our twisted half moon, yes you can. A nice bend in the standing leg is definitely more helpful. Right arm towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, grow long. And then exhale slowly, gently. We plant the back foot down on the mat and we meet, twisting all the way up and back into a reverse twist. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, we come dramatically through star pose. This time we'll hold here. So star pose towards the right side. And then exhale, let's settle into goddess just once. As we transition our way, again to face the top of our mat, hands plant. One nice low lunge twist this way, left arm towards the ceiling. And then exhale back down. Shifting back in our space, single leg down dog. Inhale. And then your chaturanga, come on through, out to plank, and down we go. Lifting up, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Settle down, settle down. The biggest part of this flow is over. Again, we're here for a good time, a short time. Well done, you guys. We'll start to wind down. So let's bring our right foot up towards the ceiling and then bring it up on the outside of our hands, right? So planting the back foot here and then setting up, chest opens towards the front. And then exhale, we settle back into our runner's lunge, half splits. Front leg is now straight. Inhale, chest nice and long. And exhale, we fold. Trying to keep our spine somewhat straight, right? The integrity of our spine here. And then together we come up on our fingertips and we bring our right arm up towards the ceiling, twisted half splits. And then exhale, we come forward, bending into the front leg. And we'll take this now into a lizard lunge. If you'd like to already, reach for your back foot and give it a hold. Now's the time. Staying up on your arm, on your hand, or if you'd like, you can come down to your forearm. Inhale and exhale. Breathing here. And then releasing the back foot gently. We'll come up onto our hand once more. Give a nice big stretch, lifting up out of our space. And then exhale back down. And then shifting back downward facing dog. We'll do that on the other side. So inhale, lifting the foot nice and high, left leg. And then sending it to the top of our mat. We set up for the runner's lunge, half splits on this side. Inhale, we rise, chest up. And exhale, we shift back, straightening the front leg and taking a nice bow over our space. Trying to keep our spine long. My hair is all over the place. Inhale and exhale. Let's come up in an inhale and really open, reaching up towards the ceiling with our left arm here. Inhale. And exhale, settle as much as you can in this position. And then sending our arm nice down, back into the front. We bend into this front leg and meet again in lizard lunge. Maybe you reach for your back foot as you did before. Give it a chance on this side. Inhale and exhale. Staying on your hand or dropping down to your forearm. Breathing here. Nice work, you guys. Inhale and exhale. Oh, feels so good. Releasing gently, letting the back foot drop. We come up, meeting again in that low lunge twist. Left arm now comes up towards the ceiling. Reach up out of our space. And then this time, we'll send ourselves back into the last downward dog of class. And we'll take one last chaturanga for good measure to round us out. Coming halfway down. And up we go. Inhale. Let's shift back into our final pose, child's pose. Great work, you guys. Let's seal our practice here. One more inhale. And exhale. And then walking ourselves back up to an easy seat. You can cross your legs. Well done. Well done. A good time, a short time. I hope you feel great. Let me know how you're feeling in the comments. I love flowing with you guys. I love hearing from you. And I hope that you feel good, that your body feels a little looser, a little bit more open and creative than you did when you started. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you join the community. And then you won't miss another workout or a yoga flow, a stretching series in the coming weeks. Thank you for clicking this video today. It's been a pleasure to be a part of your week, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Feel your body well, hydrate, and be kind. You're doing amazing. See you again soon. Bye, everyone.